Colossal Biosciences, a biotechnology company at the forefront of de-extinction science, has recently announced the successful birth of 3 genetically engineered wolf pups, Romulus, Remus, and Khaleesi. These pups represent a groundbreaking achievement in genetic engineering and conservation biology. What sets them apart is not just their names inspired by mythology and popular culture, but their remarkable physical features that resemble the long-extinct dire wolf. With striking long white fur and pronounced muscular jaws, they offer a glimpse into what one of nature's ancient apex predators might have looked like. The project was made possible through advanced CRISPR gene editing technology. Scientists at Colossal selectively edited 20 genomic sites in grey wolf DNA to activate traits believed to be a characteristic of the dire wolf, based on comparisons with ancient DNA extracted from fossilized remains, dated as far back as 13,000 to 72,000 years ago. These engineered embryos were then implanted into domestic dog surrogates, resulting in the live birth of the 3 pups. According to the company, the genetic modifications were aimed not only at replicating certain physical features of the dire wolf, but also at exploring how such technologies can be used in conservation and species restoration efforts. While the pups resemble dire wolves in appearance, scientists caution that they are not exact replicas of the extinct species. Behavioral traits, hunting instincts, and ecological roles are shaped by a complex combination of genetics, environment, and social structures, many of which cannot be fully replicated. Nonetheless, the birth of Romulus, Remus, and Khaleesi marks a significant step forward in the field of synthetic biology and has sparked widespread interest and debate among conservationists, geneticists, and ethicists. It raises profound questions about the role of science in reviving extinct species. The limits to achieve this scientific milestone, researchers at Colossal Biosciences turned to CRISPR gene editing technology, a revolutionary tool that allows precise alterations in DNA. By targeting and modifying 20 specific genomic sites in grey wolf cells, the team aimed to introduce traits observed in ancient dire wolf fossils, such as enhanced jaw strength, skeletal density, and distinct fur characteristics. These edits were meticulously planned using comparative genomics, where ancient dire wolf DNA was analyzed alongside that of modern wolves to isolate the genes most likely responsible for their unique physical adaptations. This marked one of the most ambitious applications of CRISPR in a large mammalian species to date. Once the gene editing was completed, the modified grey wolf embryos were implanted into domestic dog surrogates, an approach chosen for its practicality and proven success in similar interspecies cloning projects. The surrogates carried the embryos to term, resulting in the live birth of Romulus, Remus, and Khaleesi. The use of domestic dogs in this process also highlights the complexities of reproductive biotechnology, especially when working across species boundaries. It required a deep understanding of reproductive cycles, immune compatibility, and embryonic development, as any small deviation could have jeopardized the viability of the pregnancy or the health of the pups. Despite being only a few months old, each pup already exhibits unusually rapid growth and strength, weighing around 80 pounds, significantly heavier than typical wolf pups of the same age. Projections suggest they may reach approximately 140 pounds at full maturity, surpassing even the average adult grey wolf. This early growth spurt and robust build are strong indicators that the gene edits have successfully activated some of the desired physical traits of the dire wolf. However, researchers are closely monitoring the pup's development as they seek to understand how these traits will evolve with age and how they might influence behavior, metabolism, and long-term health. Colossal Biosciences has not limited its efforts to resurrecting extinct creatures. It is also actively contributing to the preservation of critically endangered species. One of the company's most notable conservation initiatives involves the cloning of endangered red wolves, a species once nearly wiped out from its native habitats in the southeastern United States. By creating genetically diverse clones, the company aims to bolster the dwindling gene pool of this keystone predator, giving it a better chance at survival and potential reintroduction into the wild. This dual focus, resurrecting the past while preserving the present, highlights Colossal's broader mission of using cutting-edge science to restore ecological balance. However, these advancements are not without their challenges. The idea of bringing back extinct species or altering existing ones sparks ethical debates across scientific, ecological, and philosophical circles. Critics question the long-term implications of reintroducing animals that evolved in very different environments into modern ecosystems. There are also concerns about animal welfare, unforeseen genetic complications, and the potential for unintended ecological consequences. As with any disruptive technology, careful regulation, transparency, and ongoing research will be essential to ensure responsible implementation. From an ecological standpoint, the integration of genetically engineered or resurrected species into natural habitats must be handled with extreme caution. Scientists must consider how such animals would interact with existing wildlife, food chains, and environmental pressures. Colossal has acknowledged these concerns and emphasizes that its work is still in early developmental stages, with a strong commitment to collaboration with conservationists, ecologists, and governmental bodies. Their goal is not to play God, but rather to give science a chance to repair what has been lost or endangered due to human impact. In conclusion, the birth of Romulus, Remus, and Khaleesi marks an exciting new chapter in both genetic engineering and wildlife conservation. While challenges and debates remain, Colossal Biosciences' work represents a bold and inspiring vision for the future, where science and nature are not at odds, but partners in healing and innovation. These advances offer hope not just for extinct species, but for the many animals currently teetering on the brink of extinction. Through thoughtful application and global collaboration, the promise of a more biodiverse and balanced world might just be within reach.